Hey everyone, this is going to be a different kind of video. When this is released, there will probably be little to no editing, so I apologize in advance if I'm rambling or if I stumble a lot. I just wanted to give you a bit of a health update and let you know there will be a delay in my channel updates, as you've probably already noticed. As you can see, I look a little different than I did in my last two videos, and that's because about a month ago I had cranial surgery for a condition that I was diagnosed with in January of this year, called Chiari Malformation type 1 and syringomyelia. Basically, a year ago, I started experiencing weird symptoms that included headaches, dizziness, feeling off balance, and the most worrying was feeling like my head was constantly on fire. Like if I moved my head to the right or left, I felt like pressure and just like, it felt like I had a fever internally, but I didn't have a fever. It was just, I was just constantly hot, constantly uncomfortable. So of course all of this started happening when lockdown began. And when I talked to my doctor at the time, he was like, well, it doesn't sound like COVID, so you're fine. So I let months go by until I felt comfortable seeing a doctor in person. Well, actually ended up going to a couple of different doctors. And my current PCP, thankfully, recommended that I go see a neurologist, so I did. And they did various testing, which included an MRI. And that's when I was diagnosed with Chiari Malformation. Guys, when I tell you it's been a crazy year, like a crazy 12 months, it's been a crazy 12 months. I mean, I was diagnosed with autism November 2020, and then 2 months later, I find out I have Chiari and syringomyelia. So let me just break down what Chiari Malformation is. The joke is it's when your brain is just too damn big for your own good. But basically, my skull is too small for my brain, so my brain has run out of room. And there's a portion of my cerebellum, which is referred to as the cerebellar tonsils, has dipped or herniated into my spinal canal, which causes all types of crazy symptoms. So those symptoms include blocking CSF flow, cerebral spinal fluid flow, and all the other symptoms that I was talking about earlier. When too much CSF flow is blocked, that causes a syrinx, which is a sac of trapped CSF in the spinal cord. The presence of a syrinx is the condition that I referred to earlier as syringomyelia. So not everyone who has Chiari has syringomyelia, but a large portion of people do tend to have both. And then there's a section of people who just have syringomyelia. I have both. So there's no cure for Chiari Malformation. It's something I was born with, but again, I wasn't noticeably symptomatic until last year. The only way to prevent further deterioration or further symptoms is to have surgery, especially if you have a syrinx, because that has actively done and is actively doing damage to your central nervous system. Because of the size of my syrinx, it was recommended that that I have a decompression surgery to make more room for my brain and my skull. I had the least invasive option of the surgery, which is called a bony decompression. So my surgery removes small parts of bone from my C1 to make more room in my skull for my brain and to restore my CSF flow. Right now I'm 5 weeks post-op, and you know, I'm doing pretty well, but it will still take time for me to feel like, you know, like my normal self again, especially when it comes to my stamina. Right now, lifting more than 10 pounds and bending a lot is off limits. I'm still very sore and stiff at the incision site, which, I don't know, maybe 6-7 inches long, starting here to the midpoint of my neck. So that's why I'm kind of moving around like Frankenstein. Some of the more important things is that my pain levels is manageable. You know, my initial symptoms have decreased by a lot. I mean, they're not completely gone, but I've noticed a difference. So, you know, I'm looking forward to continuing my recovery and starting another new chapter in my life, and, you know, just feeling better, feeling less tired, feeling more motivated. I'm super grateful for my mom. She's been here with me. She's been with me since maybe a week before my surgery. And so she stayed with me here in New York, and then I went back with her to North Carolina for an additional couple weeks because I still wasn't okay being by myself. But now I'm back in New York. I'm by myself. It's been like 2 days of me on my own, and, you know, I'm managing and adapting, and, you know, I have to order groceries because I can't go and pick up heavy stuff and things like that, but you know, I'm okay. They encourage you to do as much walking as you can during recovery, and, you know, I'm trying, but whew, let me tell you, it wipes you out. But anyway, I am well. I just wanted to let you guys know what's been happening and why I've disappeared a little bit, and just bear with me. You know, it may take me still a little bit of time to be able to produce more videos and update my channel, but I will be back, I promise. Feel free to, you know, leave comments or reach out to me. You can also follow me again on Instagram at Forever Sequence IG for a little bit more updates. But I'll be back for sure. And I guess that's it for now. Thank you.